Alright guys, we are back at the Collapse Street and we are going to take on this little mini boss. So the only thing I did, just because I maxed out my katana, the S-tier katana, so I also put the technique handle on it. I'm actually curious how much damage this does. I've never done a technique build in this game, but let's see. Yeah, I don't like that damage. It's not bad stagger. I'm actually surprised that staggered so fast. See, it is nice being able to move very quickly. But I feel like I would rather get the stagger in faster. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's a weapon for me. I'm still not sold on the dex builds. Or the technique build. I'm sure they're good for blocking and stuff, but or like perfect blocks. But again, I'm a damage boy. Now, given I'm not exactly scaled for technique, like I didn't max out my technique, but that has S rank technique scaling. I don't know, man. It's your choice. But let's talk about this mini boss. And so she's a real pain to deal with. So she does disruption. She attacks very fast. She actually has the same, excuse me, attack pattern as most of the humans that we fought, the stalkers, as you will. Very fast, just a real pain to deal with. So use your Fable Catalysts when you have to, and don't bother trying to get a stagger on her, because every time she gets to the point where she can be staggered, she will do the disruption, and unless you can get your special off in time, your Fable swing, it's not really worth it. So once she gets to the halfway point, she will split into two. The second version of her, her duplicate, does significantly less damage. Does significantly less damage and has less health. So take the split, the clone out first. So So right there's the disruption. Just back away when that happens. So when she does that stab, that's when you want to start hitting her. That's when, if you are going to get the stagger, that's where you're going to get it. You got to wait for her to do that. So right there's the split. I'm going to use a Fable Catalyst. The one with the health bar is the fake, so take it out quick. You know what I'm gonna do? We need as much stagger as possible. Oh, wow. You fell for my trap. There is a chance she spawns another one of... I'm going for it. Oh! Turns out, you can get it. Honestly, I would not recommend doing that, because the disruption that she builds up in New Game and New Game Plus is pretty substantial. Not bad. That went a lot better than I thought it would. We'll take that. Not bad, not bad. So this episode might be a little shorter because there's not that much more we have left here. But at this point, once we get to the Stargazer, there's not much. Yeah, the hotel's under attack. There's not much. I don't even know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. But let's just say there's not much left to this. Yeah, so Simon's like, oh, you guys have been communicating to Ergo. That's cool. Guess what? I'm taking over. Yeah. So this is where we fought the original boss, right? That, like, tutorial boss, the Mad Puppet or whatever. Yeah, whatever. So as you can see, we can't teleport at all. We have to fix the teleporter back at Hotel Krot. It's not like we're not there for a while. We just have to clear out this area and we're back into the hotel. So don't panic if you're like, oh, I missed something. It's just you kind of want to get everything done beforehand. So take out this guy. And then there's going to be another one to your left that's going to try and grab you. Take a left. And right here is our, technically our last Trinity key, our last basic key. So the answer is ergo. So with that, we get our Trinity key. Once we're able to teleport, we'll go back and bang that out. So that's probably how we'll end this area. So right there, we got ourselves a butterfly, but you just have to be careful. Oh, I'm going for it. Oh, I got it. Wow. So this guy's a real pain in the dick. Come over to here. So if you didn't get one of the cipher codes before because you didn't have the gesture to look at the ground or whatever, you can actually do it here. So, yeah, whoa, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Let me finish this guy out first so I can talk. Oh, I forgot. Last stand. So, as I was saying, if you didn't get this cipher code done, you can, like, we did it at the beginning before this happened because I had the gesture check ground. If you have that gesture now, you can do it right here and you can finish out that cipher code if you didn't do it the first time because you didn't have the gesture. Run through here. Hit this, drop down, and now we will fight this boss. Now this boss is basically exactly the same as the first time, but he has more of the, he'll decay you. Again, we have our immunities, so we should be fine. Should be, yeah. Boom and boom. So when we fight this guy, you're going to want to build as much stagger damage as possible early. He will also spawn sometimes one of those exploder dudes. And again, not more, I would not say he's more difficult than before. In fact, you should be scaled so that you're doing a lot of damage to him anyway. But use your Fable Catalyst if you must. Well, actually definitely use it no matter what. See, his health isn't much different. So right there, that's how he spawns one of these dudes. Ow. Man, I feel like he's taken a lot less damage than the first. Well, I guess that might have been because it was mid, like, grab attack. Yeah, it was definitely because it was mid-grab attack. So, right, that would normally decay you. Nice. Fucking nailed it, dude. He's gonna do the rush. I just want to use one of my catalysts. Come on. Okay, good. Not too bad. So you don't get a... We already technically have his boss soul, so you don't get a boss soul for that.
Let's get back to the hotel and our friends.
don't think that there's anything to grab here. But now we can go in, and you'll see the hotel was attacked. Sophia is going to tell us what happened. Okay. So what ended up happening is, I don't think this is a spoiler, but Aldero isn't here, and that's because he actually sold everyone out. He was like, hey, Simon, I'll tell you where they are if you can get me to an area where strong enemies are.
Oh, give me a sec.
So everyone's been hiding out here. Geppetto's been kidnapped. So just talk to everyone real fast. How's our golden lie looking? Yeah, it's moving. She's getting longer. Yep. Just plow through the dialogue. No one says anything too important here. But we do have to talk to Antoine, whatever her name is. So she says, hey, use the piano to play this special chorus, and you'll be able to go on to the next area. She also gives you anger, which is something that you can show to that puppet that we talked to. Remember that puppet back in the swamp that was like our friend and he wanted to become human? If you don't have all the gestures, now you'll start getting those gestures that you need to basically finish out his quest line. I think there's one more later on, but we've repaired the Stargazer. What we're going to do is we're going to teleport back to... well, I guess we could let's talk to these two real fast now that they're in their positions.
Thank you for
yeah. See, there's nothing that they give you, or there's no real quest lines to progress. He disappeared fighting the stalkers. Well, I just kind of spoiled it for you, I think, but yeah, we find out that Aldero was actually the problem, so I apologize if that was a spoiler, but listen, we already knew he wasn't the real Aldero anyway, so if you're surprised by that, come on. Okay, what do I want to upgrade next? Probably, my capacity's fine. Let's get motivity to set. Oh man, look at that. So, oh, it's barely going up. It's literally not worth it. So, I guess we're taking this bad boy to a hundo. Or 99. The cap might be... We're going to find out if the cap's 99. So, let's head on back to... Oh, not here. We want the Central Station lobby. Go straight, take a left, and let's open up this last Trinity door. Sort of. Moonstone, amulet, carrier's amulet +1. So I guess there is no +2 for that, which kind of sucks. I would like a +2, just because I want to get my weight down more. Given I do have I have a P organ that brings it down, but we'll see. So teleport to another Stargazer. We'll get to the next area, and then we'll wrap right there. I think this is a little bit of a shorter episode, but honestly, the next area, we're in endgame. We're going to deal... That's going to be broken up into 2 or 3 parts as well. So, yeah, I mean, we're definitely towards... We only have the last 3 bosses left, and they're kind of like one after the other, if you will. Sort of. Not really, but investigate, play a certain scale. Can we skip this? No. But yeah, so it turns out that it's always funny how this whole thing intertwines, where it's like, man, how are we going to get to this guy's private island? And then it's like, oh, actually, back at the hotel, there's a whole, we have a whole system that takes you there. All right. This area is pretty short, but we will save it for the next time. So let us rest, and I will see you guys in the next one.